All right, so now we figured out how to find the volume of a pyramid. Let's see if we can find the surface area. This is a square pyramid, as you're looking at it. And to find the surface area of a pyramid, you basically have to add up the area of the surfaces. And, well, what do we have? Well, we have one base, and the base is a square. So we know to find the area of the base, it's just going to be side squared. And then we have 4 triangles. Now, if you look, each of these triangles that we're looking at, these are all the same. This triangle, you can see this hidden one in the back here, and then you can see this one over here. All of those triangles are the same. So to find the area of those are called the lateral area. And the lateral area is going to be 4 times the area of a triangle. Now, how do we know all the triangles are the same? Well, we know what the edge height is, and we know what the base is. So they're all going to be a base of 16 and a height of edge height of 17. So finding the base, the area of the base, not hard. Finding the lateral area is a little more difficult, because in order to do that, what you want to do is you actually have to find the height of the triangle. Now, we don't know the height of the triangle. What we know is we know an edge height. So we really have, if we just pull a triangle off, okay, we really have something that looks like this, where this is 16, we know this is 17, and we know this is 17. Because that would be this triangle. Okay, if we just stand it up straight, it would look like this. So we have to be able to find the area of that. Now, the fact that it's an isosceles triangle gives us a little bit of an advantage, because now what we're going to do is we're just going to drop an altitude in here. And this altitude creates a right triangle. Now, we also have 2 of these triangles for each one of these bigger triangles. Now, this is still going to be 17, but the base now of this little right triangle is not going to be 16. That base is going to be 8. So now we have to be able to find the height of a triangle. And again, fortunately for you, you learned the Pythagorean Theorem. So let's just pop that in here and figure out what the height of that triangle is. So we're going to have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And in this case, we're going to be looking for one of the legs. We'll look for b. So a is going to be 8, b squared, and c is going to be 17. So 64 plus b squared equals 289. And then subtract 64 from both sides. So b squared is going to equal 225. And then if we take the square root of both sides, we find out that b is actually going to be 15. So that means that this height that we need to find the area of the triangle is going to be 15. Which is the same as this height here. That's also going to be a 15. So now we're ready to actually find the area. So let's make some room. Again, you can always go back and replay this if you need to see where these numbers came from again. But we know that the height of this triangle is now going to be 15. So we'll just draw that back in. And we know that that's going to be 15. So now the base, this one, is going to be equal to 16 squared. So our base we know is going to be 256 square meters. Okay. The lateral area is now going to be this. 1/2, and then the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. Well, the base of the triangle isn't 8. The base of the triangle is 16. So we have a 16 here, and then we have a 15 here. So our lateral area is going to be equal to, again, we're going to do 4 and do what's in the parentheses first. We know half of 16 is 8, and 8 times 15 is 120. So our lateral area is going to be equal to 480 meters squared, which means our surface area is going to be equal to 256 meters squared plus 480 meters squared. And again, this is provided you need the entire lateral area. Okay, let me tell you why that might not be the case. Okay, if this base happens to be sitting on something else where you can't actually get to that, right? You can't actually get to that base. That's not really going to be surface area. Like, let's say, for instance, it's sitting on top of a rectangular prism. Okay? You can't touch the bottom of that. So then you would not need this part. You would only need the 4 triangles. But in this case, we're doing the surface area of the entire shape. So let's just finish that off. Say our surface area is now going to be 480 plus 256. And if we add that, we're going to get 736 square meters. So that's how you find the surface area of a pyramid. Now, sometimes you might be lucky and they might actually give you this number. They might give you the height of the triangle. If they do, great, it saves you the Pythagorean Theorem step. But if not, you have all the tools necessary in order to be able to find the surface area of this particular pyramid. Okay, well done.